Hey everyone, the Joyful Yogini here. It's time for Tuesday live yoga. Now, I hadn't even decided what yoga I was doing, the theme, so I'm just going to pull a card from my daily crystal inspiration deck. All right, let's see. Let's see what the energy is like today and what we need for today. I know what I need. I need to definitely some back opening type of poses today because I was digging a trench at my mom's cottage on the weekend. And so my lower back was a little stiff today. But you know what? As I did my resistance training this morning, it did loosen up and opened up. It helped to relieve the lactic acid buildup, which was good. But yoga would be fabulous too for this. So let's see what card this is. Glasses. Here we go. Oh, labradorite. See the magic. I'll bring it close to the screens there. What a beautiful crystal. See the magic. There we go, labradorite. So the message that I get from this card today, and I'm saying it that way because I'm not going into the book and taking the message word for word as maybe it was intended within that deck of cards. What I like to do is channel in, right? Channel in what we can take from that core little message for today. So there is magic in everyday life and in everyday type of situations, even like washing dishes, things like that, if we choose to see it. So just as an example, if you are upset with someone, if you are upset about a situation, and you're focusing on what is terrible about the situation or what is wrong with that person or their choices or things like that, then that's where your focus is. That's where your focus goes. And you know what? When I do I do corporate workshops and stuff like that and keynotes, and saying this right now reminds me of one of the slides that I do. And so I'll put up a slide, and I learned this from one of my mentors. I put up a slide of just a blank white screen with one dot in the middle. And what that dot represents is what you're focusing on, what you're pissed off about, what is so wrong with the situation, why you should be scared about this or that. And if you were to then look at all the white space, what that represents is opportunity, infinite opportunities. And in this case, with this message from this card, even magic. But it's up to you. It's really your choice as to whether you're willing to even see the magic. And to see the magic, you need to be, first of all, open to the possibility of magic and opportunities. So as you go about your day today, and as different thoughts pop into your head, different emotions that come up, think about whether they are zoned in as to why something is not going to work, or whether your creative mind is there and you're open and free flowing and seeing the infinite possibilities. Is that Dominic? Hey, I'm giving you away, Dom. All right, so we're gonna do some yoga now. And so I guess that's the theme. The theme is let's see the magic. See the magic. And I'm going to be doing a lot of back opening poses just to help me with my bitch constriction. It's not back constricted anymore, but yeah, it still needs some love. So let's get going. We're going to meet on the mat. I'm going to take off my bracelets here. By the way, I just got my lashes done by this new awesome lash lady who I love so much. I just want to give her another plug. I gave her a plug on Instagram. And she's freaking awesome. And her Instagram is eyelash artist. I like the letter I lash artist on Instagram. So at eyelash artist, if you're looking to get lashes done or know someone who's looking, I recommend her. Anyway, she's just so amazing. It's not just how she does lashes, right? It's the person. Just like with any service, if I'm going to go to someone regularly for a certain service, I need to dig their energy, right? They need to be positive vibes because that's what I'll be surrounded by, right? So they got to be in a good space. So I highly recommend her. Okay, Chewy, you're gonna have to settle down, honey. Okay, good boy, good boy. Now down, down, down. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how long. 30 seconds later, he's up and in my face again. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we're just starting in a seated position. Nice tall spine, long neck. Put your hands wherever you want. That sounds inviting. But anyways, maybe you have them on your knees, maybe you have them on your ankles, on your feet. Maybe you have them in a prayer position. I like grabbing onto my ankles because I feel like I can get an even taller spine and I can slightly push my heart forward and my chin up so it can feel nice and tall and aligned. So let's take a nice deep breath in through our nose and out through our nose. Continue with that breathing pattern. Now, if you've had any stress or tension or any type of go going on today, maybe you want to take a few breaths out through your mouth to release that excess energy and maybe distortion of energy depending on what you might have been going through. And then continue breathing in and out through your nose. And if you like to do an ujjayi breath, which is simply on your breath out, you slightly constrict the back of your throat so that it sounds like the waves of the ocean. Now, if you haven't yet, you can set an intention for this practice. You can also set an intention for the rest of the day. Oh, someone else has joined. I wish I could press the wave button. I will see who it is afterwards, so welcome. Okay, so we're gonna do a seated cat-cow to start. We're gonna breathe in as we push our heart forward, chin goes up slightly. Breathe out, belly button to spine. Push the back of your heart towards the back wall. Chewy is hanging out in Shavasana. Having a good time. Breathe in and up to cow. Breathe out and back to cat. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time each way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, neutral spine. Okay, let's take our chest and bring it towards our left knee. It doesn't have to go far. You're having a little twist in there, right? So you're going to twist yourself to that left thigh, come forward, and just come as forward as your body is willing to take you right now, right? We're still warming up, and then come all the way forward. You can feel it underneath the thighs here. Go to the other side. This does not have to be quick. And then pushing yourself back as if you were in cat, right? And then twist it back to the other side, forward. Okay, so go at the pace that feels best for you right now. You might want to go faster. You might want to go slower. So Tuesday nights, I have a super fun second chakra focused vinyasa flow class that you can join over Zoom or you can join in person if you're local to. We have somebody calling me. I'm going to have to shut it off. Okay. It's my friend Heather. I have to call her back after. All right, so let's go the other direction. Okay, so I'm going to go to the right and over and up. That's chewy. I'm getting a text now. I'm not popular right now. What's going on? Okay, I'm back to center. Okay, let's go onto our hands and knees, tabletop. And we're going to do the cat-cow here as well, continuing to warm up the spine. You're going to make sure your shoulders are stacked above your wrists. You can see my mat enough, right? As I move on, I might need to move my mat a little bit back. Okay, breathe in and drop the belly down. Open up your chest to cow. Breathe out, belly button to spine to cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. One more time, each direction. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. Breathe in, neutral spine. Okay, let's take that right leg back. Now you can either leave it right here with your toes planted or lifting that leg up. If you want, you can come higher. Because I've been working a lot with my lower back, I'm just going to keep everything nicely aligned. Okay, so you can either stay here or you can take the opposite arm, reach it forward. Let's work that core. We're firing it up. You should feel a building of heat. Keeping that back foot flexed as if you're stamping it into a wall. Okay, let's bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. Bring them in together to touch. And then out and reach. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. Don't worry about the wobble. You know you're working. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the hand down, and then you can bring the leg down. So let's go to the other side. The left leg is out. You can choose to keep the toes down or bring that leg up or extend it even higher to really work those glute muscles, okay? And then opposite arm, reach. You can always keep that arm on the mat if you need more stability. I know I got a wobble happening here, which is great. It's just showing that everything's all fired up and I'm working the balance. Okay, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Breathe in, bring it together. Breathe out and reach. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right arm down. Left leg down. All right, let's go right down to our bellies. This is where I think I'm going to move the mat a bit. Okay. Hi Tutu. Let's go right down to our belly. And we're going to go to Sphinx pose. So you can bring your elbows close to your ribs. Fingertips are pressed forward. Or your palms of your hands pressing down. Palms of your hands pressing down. Heart pushing upward. The tops of your feet are pushing down. And breathe. Continue with your breath work in and out through your nose. Yes, Julie. Okay. Come on down. Okay, thanks for the pictures. All right, let's bring our arms up in cactus. Now, our back is activated here. You can definitely feel your wings working. I can also feel it in my triceps and in my biceps right now. Now, if you like, you can lift your legs up off the mat as well. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Reach your arms forward. Now, if you want, you can pretend to swim here. You don't have to. You can do one, do the other, stay in cactus. Just flutter, flutter, flutter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax in crocodile. Hands overlapping one another, bringing your forehead down to your palm, to the tops of your hands. Give your lower back permission just to chill out right now. You can even send some breath, whatever that means to you, send some breath to that lower back. Okay, bring your hands down towards your chest. You can push yourself up, and we're going to go into not downward dog, child's pose. So you can either have your knees opposite edges of the mat or bring your knees together. So knees together is great if you've been having any lower back issues. I wouldn't say I have lower back issues, but I was really working my lower back muscles. So I'm just going to give it some extra support right now. And I'm going to bring my bum down towards my feet, reaching forward with my hands. And breathe. Now the back of my heart is going to lead the way here. I'm going to roll up as if I'm going into cat and allow the back of my heart to lead the way. And then I'm going to bring my hips down as if I'm in cobra now, okay? And if this is too high for you, you don't have to dip your hips right down. You can just go part way and then bring your hips back. If your legs are out in child's pose this way, just bring them at least a little bit closer, at least shoulder width apart for this, okay? I heard my knee crack. So just going back and forth with this. I'm just going to do this one more time. Okay, back to your hands and knees. You tuck the toes under. Ooh, I can feel some tightness in my feet actually. So before we move on, let's keep our toes tucked and see if we can sit back on them a little bit here. Just to stretch out those feet. I'm feeling a bit of funniness in my knee, and I think it's just from the activity that I've been doing lately. So I'm just going to take notice of it. I'm not going to strain it. I'm going to give some extra love. This can be an uncomfortable pose with your feet, so just pay attention. If you need to come out of it sooner rather than later, go for it. Put the hands down, tap those feet out. All right, so let's tuck the toes and let's go into our first downward dog of the practice. Tucking that belly in, pushing your heart towards your thighs, pushing your heels down towards the mat. Okay, pedal it out, also called walking the dog. I'm glad Chewy didn't respond to that. All right, let's breathe in and lift the right leg up. Breathe out. Let's bring that leg all the way forward. And then bring the leg all the way through and set yourself up for a low lunge. So we're going to drop that back knee. You can either keep those toes tucked or untuck them. You can stay with your hands on the mat or come on up. Pushing your hip forward. Feel the hip flexor stretch. Want to make sure that that knee isn't going over your toes. If you want to work your balance a bit, you can also open up your heart to the right. And a nice twist in there. And then we can drop that left hand down, open up the heart all the way to the right, reaching up to the ceiling. You can even bring this arm and reach it more in, well, I'm pointing east. So you can either go down, keep it up. Just see what feels nice on your shoulder right now. And then bring it down. Let's bring our bum a little bit back here. Take that right leg. Whoever has joined on Instagram, hello, hello. So we brought the right leg forward a bit, then flexing the foot, and we're aiming to bring our belly down to the thigh. Bend that leg. Let's tuck those back toes under. Lift up the knee, plant the hands. We're going to bring that right leg all the way back to three-legged dog. Okay, and then from here, we're going to go into a vinyasa. You can either bring that leg down and go into a regular vinyasa, or you can keep that leg up and do a one-legged. So you can breathe in, forward on the toes, or you can go right down to your belly for cobra, or keep the thighs up off the ground to upward facing dog, and then downward dog. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Breathe in, left leg up, so three-legged dog. Breathe out, bring that knee all the way forward. We're going to plant it somewhere between the hands. Drop that back knee down. Either keep those toes tucked or untucked. Come on up or keep your hands down, up to you. Pushing that right hip forward to get a really nice hip flexor stretch. If you want to challenge your balance a bit and get a twist in, you can open up your heart to the left now. And you can plant the right hand down and open up that heart up towards the ceiling. Again, that arm can be straight up and open, or I'm going to bring it down more and open more to the east. Okay, you can try, see what feels best on your shoulder right now. You might want to shift it. And then bring that hand down. Let's take that left leg, slide it forward a bit, straighten that leg. Have as much of a bend in it as you like, but we're straightening it more than what it was. Flexing that foot, bringing your belly down towards that thigh. Okay, bend that left leg again. Tuck those toes under, straighten that leg, plant the hands. Back to three-legged dog. Now you can either go to downward dog or from here go into your favorite vinyasa. Vinyasa of your choice. I'm going to go into Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, forward on the toes, halfway down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop towards the top of the mat. And here we're going to fold, bringing that belly close to the thighs, bending the knees as much as you need to. Holding on to opposite elbows, hang like ragdoll. And we can take those elbows, maybe keeping the knees bent, bringing the body over towards the left, and then bringing it over towards the right. Always paying attention to your joints, seeing what works for you, what doesn't. Fold. Let's do a halfway lift again. Halfway lift to a flat back, and then fold. Let's come all the way up. Breathe in, reach all the way up. If it feels good on you, you can arc your back at the top. Breathe out, hands at your heart. Ooh, I felt a little bit of a back crack there. That was awesomeness. Breathe in, arms up, out to the sides and up. Swan dive down, hinge at the hips, bend the knees as much as you need to, and fold. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back, and fold. Plant the hands, step back, or hop back into plank. Your choice of vinyasa here. You can go down to your belly to cobra, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, forward on the toes, halfway down, upward facing dog, downward dog. Let's bend the knees. We're going to step forward to a seated position. Okay. Awesome. This is going to be a shorter class, okay? We're not going to make this too long here. Let's bring our legs forward here in staff pose. Feet are flexed. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hinge at the hips, and then fold down. So we're not aiming to get our head down. If you want, you can. We're just basically aiming to get our belly nice and close. And then once you have it as close as it feels comfortable for your body, then you can melt more down into the pose and you can bring that head down. You can round the spine with it if you like. You can even put pillows here and just like get ready to go for a little chill out session, you know? You can totally, chill out in this pose. As we stretch out our hamstrings, it helps to take pressure off our lower back, helps to open things up. The image I'm getting in my head is like some type of machine that, like a rice cooker type of thing, when you release some of the steam. I don't even have a rice cooker, but I'm just picturing that in my head. So that's what we're doing for our lower back. And then come on up. Okay, I'll give you a couple different options for this. I love doing this pose. So you can either keep your right leg straight, bend your left leg, reach back with your left arm, reach up with your right arm, and then hook it over as you have a tall spine looking over that left shoulder. So you can do it that way. Or you can take this bent leg, bring it underneath your body, underneath that right hip. Take the right leg, cross it over. I call this pretzel pose. I know that is not an official term. Let's take the right arm, bring it over and back. Left arm comes and hooks over. Wait, I did that backwards. My apology. Yeah, hold on. I did it backwards because we should be twisting to the same side. So Now we are good. Now we are rocking. Use your breath to create some extra space. As you breathe in, you're creating more space. And as you breathe out, you're moving into that space as your body allows. Your breath helps to get you into that parasympathetic nervous system, which gives your body permission to chill and to open. All right, back to center. So you can do the opposite leg. You can have that left leg straight, that right leg bent, reaching back, hooking over, and twisting like this. Or you can bring that left leg over the right leg over the left. Did I explain that properly? The left leg is tucked in under the right. That's more accurate. Right arm is back, left arm is up, hooking. Nice tall spine, looking over your shoulder. Use your breath. As you breathe in, create that space. As you breathe out, move into that space. Okay, let's unwind. Nice. Let's go into cobbler's pose. So bring those feet nice and close. Now, if going nice and close doesn't work for your body, keep your feet nice and far, like further away from your body. So just whatever your body needs right now, just listen to that, honor that. So you can hold on to your ankles or hold your feet as if you're opening up a book, or keep your toes warm and grab onto your toes. I like to do the ankles because I also like to push gently down on the insides of my shins, just to help open things up more. And I like to push my heart forward. Think about keeping a tall spine, long neck. And release. Okay, bringing the toes to the edge of the mat. Let's slowly come down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay, let's bring our knees into our chest. And if you want, if it feels good, you can do a little bit of rocking and rolling back and forth, giving your back a little massage. You can choose to hold on to your knees and draw circles with your knees. You can go in the opposite direction. And back to center. Let's drop that left leg down. We're going, actually, you know what? This is what we're going to do. I'm switching gears here. We'll bring both feet down. Bring the feet nice and close to your bum. Hands can be down on the mat. You can grip onto the mat if you want, or you can interlace your fingers under your booty. And you're going to lift those hips up. Snuggle those wings underneath your heart as we're going into our bridge pose. And breathe in and out through your nose. Connect with your breath. Take that right leg, bring it straight up. Then cross it over that left leg. Bring it down. I unhooked my fingers so I wouldn't be going on top of them. All right, now from here, you can either just gently push open that hip or bring your hands between your legs. You can keep your head and neck on the mat or bring your nose towards your foot or your knee, whatever you want to aim for, whatever you want to focus on. You can even add a bit of a rock and a roll, and at any point, you can bring that head back down just to chill out if you like. You can go deeper into this pose too if you want to grab onto your shin, or even maybe grab onto that foot. Okay, you can also use a strap to try to open up your body more. Again, always listening to your body and what feels right for you. Okay, this right leg, let's cross it all the way over. Let's lift up our hips, move them 2 inches to the right, drop them down, arms out in a T. Take those legs up, bring them over to the left, and if it feels nice, you can look over that right shoulder. Let's come back up to center, realign your spine and uncross your legs. Back to bridge pose, pushing those hips up. This time, lift the left leg up, cross it over the right, drop it down. Okay, you can bring your hands between your legs, lift up. You can go deeper to the shin if you like, or to the foot. Something that I didn't direct you to do was rolling that front ankle. So by all means, you can do that, roll it in both directions. Just find the time to do the opposite ankle, okay? At any time, bring your head and your shoulders down onto the mat. You don't have to keep them up. Let's take that left leg, cross it all the way over the right. Bring them down, lift up your hips, move them 2 inches to the left. Drop them down, arms out in a T. Bring those legs up and over to the right. And if it feels nice, you can look over that left shoulder. Beautiful twist. Feels so nice on the spine. If you have any long-term back problems, make sure you always talk with your doctor or your physiotherapist or chiropractor and make sure that these yoga moves are going to be a good match for you. Legs back to center. Drop those feet. Realign the spine. Uncross your legs. And then let's go to happy baby. Bring those feet up. Grabbing onto your feet. Using your hands to draw your feet and your knees down towards the mat. I like adding a rock and a roll, but it would only feel good if your tailbone is flat on the mat, and that's what you're aiming for, to have a flat tailbone here. All right, if there's any other pose that you want to do before Shavasana to make your practice complete, you should do that now. Otherwise, find a beautiful, comfortable position for Shavasana. So if your lower back has been bugging you, you might want to keep your feet flat on the mat and have your knees together to touch. Or you can bring your legs out and put pillows or blocks or blankets underneath your thighs just to help alleviate any pressure on that lower back. Let's give the lower back some love. So listen to your body and what it needs and find a nice position for your hands. You might want one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, or maybe both palms up, open to receiving. Connect in with your breath. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you're ready to get on with your day, you can start wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe you even want to reach your arms above your head and your feet in the opposite direction. And in your own timing, if you are going to keep on moving, you can roll onto one side into a cozy fetal position. And in your own beautiful timing, eyes can be closed or open. You can sit yourself up. Find a comfortable seated position, connected with your breath again. Tune into your body. Maybe see how you feel now in comparison to how you felt when we first started. Let's bring our arms to the sides. Breathe in as you raise your arms up. Breathe out as you bring your hands to your heart. Let's bring our thumbs to our forehead. May you have kind thoughts and intentions today. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you speak kind words to yourself and to others. Bring your thumbs to your heart. May your heart be filled with love, joy, peace, and gratitude. From my light to your beautiful light. Namaste. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this class. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, a fabulous rest of your week. You can also catch me on Wednesday for Intuition Wednesday. I do that live on YouTube and live on Reddit. And then Friday for Feel Good Friday, which is live on Instagram and live on YouTube. Oh, Spirit Bear was in the house. Back with Fire was in the house. Nice. Niku. Wow. Hills joined. Oh my goodness. So awesome. Steady Pick joined. Oh, so great. I'm sorry I wasn't here to be able to connect with you while you were here, but so awesome to be able to connect with that energy now. So that's beautiful. And thank you for whoever joined me on YouTube. It's always wonderful to have your energy enter the space. So have a fabulous rest of your day. Namaste.